What is going on, people? It's Bobby and welcome back to Tomb Raider 4's New Game Plus. This is the Tomb of Semerkhet, and it's not too tough of a mission, but it's a little bit annoying, I won't lie. Straight off the start here, when this cutscene starts, hold down the skip button, and then you're immediately going to sprint down the centre, and when you can, jump up and grab as close to the end here as you can, and you'll just avoid those bugs. Which is what we need to do. Okay, just going to clamber forward now until we get out of this little zone. This mission has got a bunch of puzzles and it's got a game that you can play. Now, whether you win or lose the game, you can still finish the level. But losing the game is just way more tedious than winning the game. So when we get there, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you first how to play it. And then I will show you, once I've showed you how to play it, I will then show you how to essentially make sure you win. Yeah. Well, not like make sure you win, but I'll be showing you the winning route just because it's much easier. On this bit here, essentially all you're doing is just pressing the buttons. One of them just has items in, which we want. But these, luckily, when they did the New Game Plus, they didn't make it so that these bugs started dealing like a shed load more damage than normal, because that would have been really annoying, especially since like the mechanic to avoid them is like fire, but it doesn't really work that well. It's really like iffy. Like it doesn't work quite as intended. So yeah, it's always it's worth just dropping down there straight away and just pressing the buttons and taking that tiny bit of damage, to be honest. This vessel's the only one that has something in. The other one doesn't have anything in it. When you come through here, you're going to push open these doors on the left. And then immediately run and jump, hang here, and then drop so that you don't fall off. And then we can just make our way forwards. Okay, come to the right and then climb up. Now, if you're not on New Game Plus, this next area could be really easy because you can essentially set Lara on fire and skip like a whole puzzling section. However, we are on New Game Plus, so it's not going to be quite as quick for us. There are two dogs here. I'll just spawn them in, hang off here, drop, and then just pick Lara back up, and they should run round towards us. Just get as many shots off as you can before they hide, and then just hang and climb up again. Should be able to get this kill now. There we go. Okay. Once you've done this, in this left one is some revolver ammo, I believe, and we do want that. So what I recommend doing here, make a save so that you don't get set on fire. And then you need to pull the button and just... Oh, it's grenade ammo. The other one's got... One of the other ones has got revolver ammo in. I'll show you in a minute. Not these three, but... In a minute, there's a bunch more of these little buttons we've got to push, and one of them has revolver ammo in. Oh, I thought I went too early then. I might have actually goosed this by hesitating. No, we got away with it. Right. This middle one doesn't come back on, so you can just pull the button for it now. It's going to open up this area here, where we will meet 6 more of these buttons. Now, the first one on the left has no fire, so you can just press that one. Turn round. This one behind us is the one with the revolver ammo in it. So we're going to... I'm pretty sure it's this one anyway. We are going to get this. Wait for the flame to go off. And then because the one behind us doesn't come back on, we can just backflip out the way. Don't need to worry about it. The next one we're going for is the back right side here. I'm going to wait for that flame again, and I'm actually going to take this opportunity to just make a save. Just a safety save. Should be absolutely fine, but never know, do you? So take your time here. No point rushing it. There we go. Pull the button, hop backwards, and then take one back step just to make sure you're fully out the way. Then this middle one is not going to turn back on now. So we can pull that. And now the one on the right is also not going to turn back on. Now, in order to get out of here, you need to do this middle one, and it is on fire, so be careful. Wait for the flame to go off, and then just run forward and push the button. And just hop to the side to get out of the way. Okay, we've pulled all the buttons now, so we can actually get out of this room now. Be careful you don't fall down. I'm going to jump up and grab there. And we can just make our way around. A little bit of old graphics there. Okay. Now we've got these cages here now, so what we're going to do, we're going to get up here. And then climb up. And now be careful because there is more flame here now. Just wait for it to go off. Don't fall off the edge there or you're dead. Run to the side instead. And then drop down. Now this bit here is, you wouldn't have had to do any of that puzzle if you weren't on New Game Plus and you had med packs. You could have just ran down here and there's a bunch of fires going on. You can run into the fire, collect the item, and then just run up, and there's pools of water in the corner that you can just jump into to get rid of the flames. There they are there. But we are on New Game Plus and fire kills us basically instantly, so we're not going to do that. Oh, wow. Okay, now we're going to go and play the game I mentioned at the start. And it's this game here. I'll explain how it works in a second. If you've ever played the board game Frustration, it's essentially the exact same game. There's nothing different about it whatsoever, really, except for the layout. So, yeah. Right. This guy is going to spawn in. That's who we're playing against. We're going to make a save, because there is RNG to this. Now, here's how it works. We're going to roll these little 4 white, like, bar things here. Every white one that we land on is one move that we get to make. Here's our pieces. We've got red, green, blue, and our opponent has got these ones here. Now, this is the first block. So no matter which one you use, if you get a 1, you'll land here. If you get a 2, you'll go 1, 2, and then 3, and then 4. All right? From here, you'll go into the middle, and then you have to make it all the way down the middle. But obviously, your opponent's going to play at the same time. If you land on your opponent's piece, you send it back to the beginning. If they land on ours, we will get sent back to the beginning. The icons on the ground, if you land on them, you get an extra spin or an extra go. From there, the only other thing you've got to do is get all 3 of your pieces to land on the end piece, on the end spot there. If you land on the end spot, you win. It's that simple, okay? What I tend to do to keep it simple is just roll, and whatever I get, just do red first. So I got a 3 there. So my red piece has gone 1, 2, 3, as you can see there. My opponent got a 2, so they've moved 2. Okay. We got a 2, so we're just going to hop back, and we will move 2. And we're just going to do red first, then green, then blue. And just try and get them all the way down to the end. If it looks like I'm going to lose, so my opponent gets basically all the way to the end immediately, then I'll just reload my save and do it again. You can lose and still progress, but it's way more tedious. It's just not worth it, like, to be honest. My opponent here started well. Okay, my opponent here is an absolute flyer. But based on the first piece, it's not really worth restarting off the first piece. It's just not worth it. Okay, so I got 2. So I'm going to move forward there. I'll show you. I just want one of the pieces to go through, and then I'll skip to the end then. But I just want, okay, so I've got a black. So what happens now is I get to move 6 spaces. So I'm going to end up just in front of my opponent's piece. And now I need to roll a 1 to get that red one in. If it's not a 1, I will have to move a different piece out, but it is a 1. So I've gotten the red one through. All right, so I'm now in the lead. Because I got 1 through, I get to roll again. And we got a 1, so we're just going to go to green now. Just move it out 1. Essentially, that's all you got to do. Just get all your pieces to the very end and land them on the end piece, and then that's it. You've done it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to skip to when I'm about to win the game. Okay, guys. So we are approaching the point now where we are about to win. So if I get a 2 here, I win, basically. If I get a 1, I'll knock my opponent back. But we got a 2, so we'll win now. So we'll knock that back. The blue one will get to the end. And as you can see, all the cages will rise. If you don't win, the cages will not rise. And a little hole will appear in the floor. I'm going the wrong way here. A little hole will appear in the floor. And you'll have to go a different route to get to the end of the end of the level. But that route it's a little bit tougher, obviously, because you've lost. Whereas when you win, you get to do it this way, which is much, much easier. So, because we've actually won, we'll continue. The hole will appear there on that little grey square. But we've won the game, so we're going to continue on. We're going to make our way down the stairs. And there are enemies through the rest of the level, but it's nothing to worry about. Here, just drop down again. It's like some dogs and things like that. So it's nothing to be concerned with. What I'm going to do is make a save here. Because there are dogs through these double doors here. But if you can jump over them like that and then run down the stairs, the dogs won't follow you down the stairs. So we're now safe from those dogs. I am going to go shotgun because there are more dogs in this level. Alright. Oh, actually, before we do that, obviously we will get the ammo out of the vessel here. And now go back to shotgun. I do realise I can use the quick thing, but it's not ideal. There's a dog down the bottom here. There's another dog around the corner, so don't run around the corner. There we go, that's 1. There's another dog around this corner here. I'm just going to backflip to kill him. There we go. He's dead. Now that we've done that, I've just separated the thing, haven't I? No, I haven't. Okay, thank God. I'm going to run back and I'm just going to destroy this vessel so I can pick up the ammo that's in it. Because it is shotgun ammo and the shotgun is super useful in this game. Use it for quite a lot of enemies in the New Game Plus. Right. Now that we've done that, we can make our way forwards. We can drop down here. You might want to make a save here if you're not great at jumping and things like that, because there are more of the bugs down here now. So we'll just abuse the save a little bit. If we jump toward... Oh, well, I've hit it. If you jump towards the left of that one there, it's a little bit easier. You can just climb over and the bugs spend time then getting over that. From here now we just run and climb up. All the way up, all the way up, all the way up. And I'm pretty sure there's nothing in the other one. Yeah. So we can just make our way around. In here there are dogs, but they don't move yet, so you don't need to worry about them just yet. Instead, we're going to make our way around this corner and up here. And there's going to be some bats that spawn in now. We're going to come and stand in the corner and just wait for the bats to get down towards us and then shoot them. Run around a bit. Okay, once we've done that, the way we want to go is behind us, so we're going to climb up the pole this way. And you need to be careful when jumping off of the pole, because it's this way. You don't want to be too high up, but you also don't want to be too low down. So it's just, if you get yourself just slightly above that line in front of us, and then backflip, you should land on there cleanly. You could have got one more up there as well. And we're going to make our way through here. Now this puzzle's fairly easy to complete. All we're going to do to start off with, push the red one into position. A lot of pushing things around. I think I mentioned in some of the older games, or when I was doing the platinum run for Tomb Raider 1, how annoying pushing blocks is. Well, welcome to block pushing 2.0. Here, you need to get the green and the blue into the far corners, but on the opposite sides. All you do is push the green one into the middle, and then pull it once, and then you can push it the rest of the way then. One more for the green one. And now the blue one. A little bit tedious this, do apologise, but genuinely nothing I can do, can't exactly get past it. A couple more pushes, we'll have it through. There we go. Okay, if that happens and like you go to that cutscene and the door, this door ahead of you doesn't open or the coffin doesn't move, you need to pull the red one back and then push it back into place and it should fix your issue. But obviously this time round we've gotten, oh, it's slightly too high, isn't it? This time round we've gotten quite lucky, so we're just going to continue on our way. Now, I'm going to do a safety save here. It's a long mission, and if I miss this one jump, I die, and I have to do all of that puzzle again. And I'll tell you one thing for free, I don't want to do that puzzle again, so... Now, we're going to run down. You can ignore the dogs. Okay, just run, jump, and just fall into the gap. There you go, you're safe from the dogs now. Just make your way through. And this is going to be coming up to the end of the level now. So that has been Tomb of Semerkhet on TR4's New Game Plus. Hopefully this video has helped you to get through, or at least like maybe just explain that little frustration type game, just to make things a little bit easier. If it has made things easier, make sure to like and please throw a comment down below. It does help quite a lot in getting the videos out there. And then if you do want to see more videos like this, we will be doing a lot of them on the channel, so make sure to just click the subscribe button. But other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.